You look lonely. I can fix that.
Have you ever been out in public, say like at a store, or you're in line for some kind of an event, or just like a general place where you're hanging out, where it's like kind of packed with a bunch of people and you're kind of pressing against other individuals, and someone so happenly right in front of you stinks to the fucking highest of heavens there is. And they act as if they are just completely unaware of it, and they're just spewing out a conversation towards you and just waiting for your engagement and not really caring if it seems like you're ignoring them, and they just keep talking and talking, and their breath just smells like they just laid a fresh shit. And all you were feeling is how uncomfortable you were. Now I give this example because with anyone going through that example is going to feel uncomfortable. But with that specific example, while you're feeling uncomfortable, more than likely anyone who's going through that is going to immediately find some kind of a way to get themselves out of that uncomfortable feeling, that uncomfortable atmosphere, away from what is bringing such torture to them at that present moment. But with that feeling of being uncomfortable, it can deviate across to different courses of any man's life, dealing with any other types of situations that deem him uncomfortable within his life. But since there's such a vast spectrum of what dictates something uncomfortable to a man, it could fool him at an instant with certain situations. Certain situations to where he thinks he's going to be uncomfortable going through certain actions to achieve something, but in fact that avoiding those certain actions, thinking that they're uncomfortable when they're really not, is actually going to free him of uncomfortable feelings completely. And of course, if you haven't caught on to what I'm spitting out here right now, I'm talking about being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because obviously with the example I've just given, sometimes you can't just opt out of that situation at an instant, this second you're feeling uncomfortable, and go into a space where you feel less uncomfortable. Sometimes you just have to sit with it and deal with it until it just completely passes, with your full acceptance of everything that goes on, no matter the amount of time it goes on with. I guess you could say as of this modern age, a lot of men are fooled by this loneliness epidemic. A lot of guys out there feel like it's just a struggle to meet someone and start a life with, a family with, and establishing great friend groups, and just being a complete implement into society and just thriving within everything that's going on. Feeling that it is completely impossible and feeling immediately outcasted when given a shot at certain types of situations that arise, but immediately within their own selves have the thoughts that it's shot down and it's not even really there for them. When truly it's just a sign of an uncomfortable feeling that is not dealt with, that is not accepted with, that is not sat with to just figure it out and live with it and go about as it is. And I would say and agree with that the main cause of an uncomfortable feeling that any man feels throughout any given situation that happens to him is caused by analysis paralysis, feeling completely paralyzed and unable to make a decision on given situations. With conquering these uncomfortable feelings within your life, you need to find a grip on the situation. Have a complete and present knowing of what is going on right in front of you, feel it all the way through you, and just completely indulge with it. And have patience with it. Sit with it. Be very patient with it all. And once you start to implement patience within uncomfortable situations, the paralysis starts to fade away. Stuff becomes a lot more clearer than it once was. It's not unseen by you, it's not unknowing by you, it's not bringing anxiety, fear, because of the unknowing and the unseen, because you see it as it is and you're very patient with it. You're letting it do its thing. And what will naturally start to happen is a shift within your perspective will start to take place. And this shift is simply just a pure acceptance of everything that is going on presently at any given time at that moment. Because when this shift takes place, everything becomes a lot more clear to you of what's actually going on. You start to analyze the current situation a lot more clearer, so you can become more adaptable from your perspective viewing points. As in simply, you're going to start paying attention and noticing certain actions and thoughts that need to be taken place to make you comfortable within an uncomfortable situation. And opt out of uncomfortable feelings within so-called uncomfortable situations. Because life's life, it's going to do what it's going to do, whether you're uncomfortable or not. It's honestly up to you how you feel about the situation. So if you feel like you're just not getting yourself out there, you're feeling very lonely in a lot of situations within your life, have patience with it at that present moment. Really think, what is going on at this present time that is causing this to happen, that is making me cause this to happen? And I really do mean be patient with it. Don't just jump the gun and start blaming yourself for a bunch of crap and giving you a bunch of shit and just get all mad and angry, and then really nothing else gets done from there. You just talk yourself up and get all blistered about it. No, be patient, be calm with it. Clear the air. See what is right in front of you and what actions need to be taken place. Relax. Life is just going to do what it does, no matter how you're feeling. It's only up to you. It may feel very frightening at that moment, going through that situation, that uncomfortable feeling, to the achievement that you truly want that will bring you completely out of the uncomfortableness that you are feeling. But just be patient and start to shift your perspective out of that. Life's going to do what it does, and if you need certain things to happen within your life, don't let anything stop you. Because you're going to start to realize and know that the only thing stopping you is yourself. I mean, really, if you need some inspiration from men that have proven this fact, just look up Eugene McDaniel, Viktor Frankl, Elie Wiesel. There's always a way out of uncomfortable situations. You are never hopelessly stuck.
Saint Perigene, patron saint of all forms of cancer. We ask you for your help in asking God to heal my cancer and keep it in remission. Pray for me so that I may live a long and faithful life.